Christmas is a socio-religious celebration that has been maintained for over 2 millennia, marked by its jubilance against a backdrop of dreary weather in the Northern Hemisphere. Christmas's cultural importance is conspicuous, though its biopsychological undertone is seldom mentioned. Is it a mere coincidence that Christmas is celebrated during the most frigid month of the year? Is it a coincidence that the Northern Hemisphere has a more prominent Christmas tradition than the South? In this presentation, we'll discuss the way Christmas impacts human biopsychology and why it could be regarded as a coping mechanism to help alleviate the difficulties of wintertime.
Biologically, wintertime is the most challenging season for most mammalian life forms in the Northern Hemisphere, including humans. Plummeting temperatures and extended hours of darkness cause numerous hardships on human biology. Melatonin levels increase as sunlight hours dwindle, leading to tiredness and fatigue in the majority of individuals and the development of seasonal affective disorder symptoms in the minority. In response to these difficulties, animals possess season-specific adaptations, such as growing white fur for camouflage or entering hibernation to sleep through food-scarce months. Humans also develop an adaptation for wintertime. We would like to suggest that Christmas is a human biopsychological mechanism to help humans ameliorate the suffering of wintertime.
And to do just that, we conducted a pilot study to examine Christmas's role as a coping mechanism for winter's challenges at our college. Our hypothesis being the majority of people engage in winter celebrations as a psychological strategy to counteract the negative effects of reduced daylight, colder temperatures, and seasonal affective disorders. We surveyed 37 students with a series of questions designed to test this very hypothesis. I'm going to ask you a series of questions really quickly. First of all, what would you say are the positive and negative of winter time?
A negative is it's very cold and it's very dark. But a positive is that I celebrate Christmas and that helps get rid of the
Right, thank you. Yeah, wrap this up. Then we calculated the percentage of participants with a negative attitude towards the winter season or those with SAD who also celebrate winter festivals and report that these festivals help alleviate their winter-related difficulties. Finally, we employed binomial hypothesis testing, which partially validated our hypothesis, allowing us to infer that people may use winter festivals to assuage wintertime negativity.
Some biologists speculate that the Christmas celebration operates on a circadian rhythm, an endogenously generated oscillation in biological processes that lasts about a year. A recent longitudinal study conducted by biopsychologists observed hormonal fluctuations in individuals during and throughout the Christmas season. Oxytocin levels rose sharply, whilst melatonin levels waxed and waned. In comparison, individuals who did not mentally prepare themselves for Christmas or celebrate the festivity altogether experienced lesser to no deviations in hormonal levels. So the question is, are these hormonal changes a positive side effect of Christmas or an unconscious aim? Is it a coincidence that individuals who celebrate winter festivities, such as Christmas, are less likely to succumb to the effects of SAD?
A neurological study utilised MRI to identify the presence of a Christmas spirit network in the brains of a dozen Danish participants. Researchers discovered that certain parts of the brain, for example the parietal lobules and the somatosensory cortex, are activated differently in Danes who preserve the festive Yuletide traditions in comparison to those who do not. However, researchers did admit that the differences in results may be down to extraneous factors rather than the arousal of joy and nostalgia in participants.
In conclusion, though the research into the relationship between Christmas and human psyche is nascent, the link between Christmas and human perception of winter is somewhat noticeable. Christmas is dovetailed to address the bleak aspect of winter, which is why it's so loved all around the world. And to all of you out there, we wish you a Merry Christmas.